Parents, how did the system fail your child? My daughter's first-grade teacher called me at work, voice shaking. Your daughter just collapsed during recess. The ambulance is on its way. My hands went numb as I dropped my phone into my lap. Lily had always been healthy, energetic even. Just last weekend, we'd gone hiking, and she'd raced ahead on the trail. I don't remember the drive to the hospital. I only remember running through the emergency room doors, my tie flapping over my shoulder, scanning frantically for someone who could tell me where my little girl was. Lily Morgan? She's in pediatric assessment, a nurse directed me, her face softening at my panic. In her room, Lily lay unconscious, looking impossibly small in the hospital bed. Her skin was pale, too pale, with a strange grayish undertone I'd never seen before. Mr. Morgan, a doctor in blue scrubs, approached. We're running tests now. Her blood pressure is concerning, and she's showing signs of anemia. For hours, I sat beside her bed, holding her limp hand while nurses came and went, drawing blood, checking monitors. I called my ex-wife, who was on a business trip across the country. She was booking the next flight home. It wasn't until the evening shift changed that something shifted. A new nurse was reviewing Lily's chart when she paused, frowning. She gently lifted the blanket and examined Lily's legs. Has she been complaining about her legs hurting? She asked, pointing to faint bruising patterns along her shins and thighs. I froze, memories suddenly clicking into place. For the past few weeks, Lily had been saying her legs felt funny after school. She'd even asked to be picked up rather than walk home the 3 blocks from her bus stop. She has, I admitted. Her teacher said it was just growing pains. The nurse nodded slowly. I'm going to request a specific panel with her blood work. Something doesn't add up. By morning, we had answers. Severe iron deficiency anemia. Dangerous levels. The doctor explained how it had likely been developing for months. Has she changed her eating habits recently? He asked. I didn't know. Since the divorce 6 months ago, Lily split time between my apartment and her mother's house. I always packed her lunch, but I had no way of knowing if she was eating it. When Lily finally woke up, weak but alert, I asked her as gently as I could, Sweetheart, have you been eating your lunch at school? Her eyes immediately filled with tears. I'm sorry, Daddy, she whispered. Madison said I was too fat to be her friend. She said if I wanted to sit at their table, I couldn't eat. My heart shattered. Who's Madison, honey? Miss Peterson's daughter. She sits next to me in class. Ms. Peterson, Lily's teacher, the same one who had dismissed my concerns about Lily's leg pain as growing pains. After making sure Lily was settled with a child life specialist who brought books and a therapy dog to her room, I stepped into the hallway and called the school principal. When I explained what had happened, there was a long silence. Mr. Morgan, I had no idea. He finally said, I'll need to look into this immediately. 2 days later, with Lily still in the hospital receiving iron infusions, I met with the principal and the school counselor. What emerged was disturbing. Ms. Peterson had been allowing her daughter Madison to run a healthy lunch club at their lunch table. What was framed as a student leadership opportunity was actually supervised bullying. Madison had been deciding which classmates were allowed to eat based on her own 6-year-old understanding of who was too fat, and Ms. Peterson had encouraged it. When confronted with medical evidence of what had happened to Lily, Ms. Peterson broke down. I was just trying to teach the girls about nutrition, she sobbed. Childhood obesity is such a problem. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. She's 6, I shouted, my control finally breaking. She's starving herself to please your daughter, and you're worried about childhood obesity? The school board suspended Ms. Peterson pending investigation.